Thank you, Michael. Okay, does anybody out there know the difference between Barack Obama's cabinet and a penitentiary? One is filled with tax evaders, blackmailers, and threats to society. The other is a big building for housing prisoners. I'm really glad to announce our next speaker. First of all, he describes himself as a Christian conservative. Oh God, a Christian conservative. Anyway, this gentleman's name is Tonye Rutherford. He's from New Albany. He's married. He's got 4 children, 3 daughters, and a son. He's a deacon at Emmanuel's Road Church in New Albany. He's a Navy veteran, football wrestling coach, and he's been a sports announcer in Southern Indiana for 20 years. He has also served as a debate moderator, and we're just tickled as heck to have him. Anyway, I give you Tonye Rutherford.
Thanks, Rick. First of all, I want to let you guys know, man, if you don't know, Mandy Connell's on from 9 to 11, or 9 to 12, WHAS 840, is that right? 9 to 12. Awesome. Just awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tonye Rutherford. If you've seen it in the paper, it's spelled Tonye. Looks funny, right? Well, you can blame it on my mother. Okay? I got a twin sister named Tonye who's tougher than I am. Okay? So I've been called Tonye a couple of times. But in case you haven't noticed, I'm black. You notice I said black. I said that because the term African American actually offends me. Because why don't you call me a New Albany American? Or Indiana American? I got one better. American. You know, I've been to Africa about 8 or 9 times because I was in the military. Uncle Sam actually paid me to go to Africa. It was kind of cool. The camels seen me and started running, you know. But that was my whole point. If we separate in this country just the way we think, if we start separating people, then people stop getting together and start thinking about real things that's going to change things in this country. Listen, I'm going to tell you something straight up. This is the way I feel. I feel like this country needs a U-turn. The first thing you do in a U-turn is what? You got to put on the brakes, right? November the 2nd is the brake pad. The brake pads need to be applied. Okay? You start November the 2nd. November the 2nd, in order to do a U-turn, now you guys know this, right? In order to do a U-turn, you got to slow down first, don't you? You got to slow down. You got to put the brakes on to turn the country around, right? Okay, well, what they did was take my God out of everything. And then wonder why things looks like it, things are like they are. The morals of this country are gone. And listen, when we get together here, and they call us problems and say things we're doing wrong because we want to stop people from doing the wrong thing, stop people from not wanting to work and go out and doing their own thing. They call us crazy. You know, somebody the other day said, Tony, you're a conservative? Republican? He said, man, how can you do that? How can you be like that? Well, the first thing that came to mind was, I ain't stupid. The second thing came to mind is this. It's another black man. Notice I said black. Another black man that said, I said to him, how can we be, as black people, how can we be for a party that kills babies but saves trees? That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't care who hears that, man. And listen, it's up to us to get our country back. It's up to you. What did they say earlier? What did they say earlier? They said earlier, I'll tell you, I'm going a different direction. If you're a veteran, raise your hand. Now you can put your hands down. Thank you. Thank you. But when you raised your hand, sir, did you make a promise to defend this country against enemies? Wait a second. Against enemies, foreign and domestic, right? We got them here. We got to do something about them here. We got them right here, right now. Let's stop this. Everybody's in, okay, so you're all in the Tea Party army now. You just raise your hand. Get your hands in the air. Raise your hand for that. To stop this, for this U-turn that we got to make in this country. It's up to us. What did Mandy say? Knock on the doors. It's up to us. Volunteer time. Wear your T-shirts. Whatever you got to do, and listen, whatever we got to do to get the country back. When we were in the pit, I served in the Gulf. Before they even had, it was Solid Shield. Before Desert Shield, before Desert Storm, they had Solid Shield. I was over there. It didn't matter to me. I would give my life for this country. You know why? Because it's worth it. This ain't the Gulf, ladies and gentlemen. This is Madison, Indiana. And it's still worth it right here. We got to turn it around now. Right now. Coach Rutherford will get you. I'll tell you what, I might not do no push-ups, but you will. Let's get it going. Let's get it started. That's how we do it. If you don't give your money, give your time. Wear your T-shirts, bumper stickers, whatever it takes to get it. You know, my dad taught me one thing. He said, Tony, you get your own stuff. He said, you get your own stuff. If I took this and gave it to you, anytime I wanted it back, I can get it from you. But if I make this my own and get it my own, put it in my pocket, you bet not try to come and get it. Because it's mine and I've earned it. That's the message I tell people in my community. That's a message I put on my young brothers and sisters, black brothers and sisters. I say, in order for us to feel better about certain things, we have to do stuff that make ourselves more respectable in a sense. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's racists. But Obama actually calls me a racist because I don't believe in Obamacare either. Am I a racist? You sure?